Last thing that happened is we decided to get divorced. And that was really the absolute final straw for me, was sort of became clear to me.
When you think of Tony Angelo, you think of tire shredding builds, hot rod garage, and his passion for cars. But behind the horsepower and the cameras, Tony lived through a deeply personal chapter 1 that fans rarely saw. Today, we're diving into the story of Tony's marriage, family, and the difficult decision that changed everything. Tony's love story began in a whirlwind. He met his future wife on Tinder, and after just a few short months of dating, they decided to elope in Las Vegas. It was spontaneous, bold, and it suited Tony's adventurous personality perfectly. That impulsive decision blossomed into years of marriage and eventually a family that became the most important part of his life. Their first daughter was born in 2016, and the proud father often spoke about how his world completely shifted. Just 2 years later, their lives became even busier when they welcomed twin girls in 2018. But joy soon turned into fear when one of the twins faced severe liver issues as a newborn. The child's health struggles, including a major surgery and eventually a life-saving liver transplant in 2020, tested the family in ways most people can hardly imagine. Through it all, Tony was still commuting across the country nearly every week to film Hot Rod Garage. He openly admitted that there were months when he was out of town for as many as 18 days at a time, leaving little room to be fully present at home. As much as he loved his career, the relentless travel schedule put a strain on his marriage. He has said that being away so often changed the relationship and created a distance that was hard to repair. Ultimately, Tony and his wife made the heartbreaking decision to separate and divorce. It wasn't a scandal or a sudden fallout. It was the result of years of pressures, constant travel, and the reality of trying to balance a high-demand career with a family facing serious health battles. He has been open in saying that it was one of the toughest choices of his life, but one that became necessary. Even though the marriage ended, Tony has stressed that there is no bitterness between them. In fact, he says they remain on good terms and have built a strong co-parenting relationship. For him, the focus is crystal clear, raising their 3 daughters together and making sure they grow up surrounded by love and support. Tony's story is a reminder that even for someone who lives life in the fast lane, family comes first. He may no longer be married, but he's made it clear that being a present father is now his biggest priority and one of the greatest roles he's ever had.